Welcome back to another episode of Goat Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the GOAT on this channel, and today we got a special one for you. Dog, I've been sitting on these records for a minute. Honestly, I wasn't sure after I heard them. It's good that I waited, because like it got to the point where I wasn't sure if I wanted to react to them because of all the smoke and how Eminem put out his word recently saying how he felt about it. His camp was responding to it, and I almost started feeling bad, like dang. But at the same time, we just reactors. Like we just, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get paid for this anyway. So it's really, at the end of the day, it's out. Counts at the bag. So it's kind of like, yo, let's just get a boy praise. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? And now there's been a lot of talk about this record. I'm starting with this one because why not? I'm 2-3 days late. If you're familiar with the channel, we've been going through some turmoil over there. We lost somebody recently. I won't speak on that in this video, but prayers to her and her family. But listen, this is Eminem Smack You. It's titled Suge Knight and Ja Rule This. I've been seeing stuff on Instagram, so I'm just like, oh, I stayed away from it though. I completely stayed away from it, and I was in a whole different mindset anyways. But let's get right into it. Ain't gonna waste no more time. That's crazy, dog. What time frame are they putting this in? Hold on. There's a description here. It's my bad. Let me read this. Somewhere around 2003. Yikes. So this is what you're seeing here. Shook shot me, whatever. If you know about the beef, if you was into hip hop at that time, like this is the days of no internet. This is just the days of just circulation and DVDs and stuff like that. A lot of people responded to this on DVDs, some on Smack DVDs or whatever the case may be. But the Shook Shot Me thing, this is from Tupac's. What record is that? Tupac. It was a diss record Tupac made towards everybody. I forget the name of the record, but Tupac put this in the beginning. Bomb First. So Tupac put this in the beginning of the record. It was a quick little second though. Like, it wasn't really much, but there was always like speculation about it though. And I always thought it was hood fairy tales. Like, I didn't think that other rappers were considering this, or people in the industry who considered this to have been said. The whole Shook Shot Me. It's in the beginning. If y'all go listen to Bomb First right now by Tupac, this is in the beginning. But on that record, he's kind of dissing New York rappers or whatever. Not kind of. He's directly dissing New York rappers. So it wasn't like, I don't know. He was still kind of riding with Shook at the time, so it's kind of a little weird. But at the same time, it's just conspiracy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because Tupac, he embraced the role of Machiavelli, right? So, and everybody knows Machiavelli. If you ever read the stories of Machiavelli, he faked his own death, stuff like that. So people just looked at it like, is he mocking Machiavelli? Like, is he also faking his death? I don't know. But one rapper that I do remember speaking on this, rapping about it actually, was King Crook. So Crooked I had a rhyme. I forgot where the rhyme is from, but all I know is that Crook mentions, like, the beginning of Bomb First, when it sounded like Pac said, Shook shot me. Like, Crook laid that down. Crook, being from the row, being from Death Row, being from the West, for him to say that, it was kind of like, he's the only rapper I really heard actually speak on that before. But that's always been hood fairy tales. Well, not fairy tales, but hood tales, right? So Eminem putting that right there is just like, dog. And y'all remember Eminem said, let's get right into it. It's crazy.
Open my thug, motherfuckers know. This be the realest shit I ever wrote. It's all lost up in the studio, getting blows. To the truest shit I ever spoke. It's all lost. Open my true motherfuckers know. This be the realest shit I ever wrote. It's all lost up in the studio, getting blows. To the truest shit I ever spoke. Come on. I'm holding her responsible. The Cookie Monster with rap won't give Haley back an Oscar. They lost her to Ja Rule's ass. We forgot an Oscar's a statue of a naked man. He told her if she goes to take it back, that'll break her hand. But that's okay, baby. Let's leave this faggot alone. Let him have it. Next your daddy will bring you on 2 more. And remember that pretty little dress that you wore to his show to match his when we saw him perform?
Yeah.
Well, we gon' send that to his son.
You mean a son is a girl?
No, but he likes to dress like one. And I think he's got a daughter too. But we ain't gotta talk about his dirty ass little kids like he did to you. Cause we don't need to stoop to Ja Rule's level. Cause if we do, then that would mean that we'd only be 1'2". Then we'd be as tall as the statue we shoved up his ass. And then who knows, he might have room to fit us up there too. Alright, Pinky, it's time for you to go upstairs, boo. Give daddy kisses. Kim, you fucking slut, where are you? Comfort Haley to bed, I'll be finished with this shit in a minute. Just in time for you to make the last call at fucking Skinny's. Hey.
Okay, so a lot of shots at Ja Rule right now. All right, so that hook kind of, I don't know if that's a hook, but that little intro of the Shook Shot Me, that kind of, not that it threw me off, but Okay. I mean, it says it's Suge Knight. This I get it. But it's very directed at Suge Knight. But he spent a lot of bars on Ja Rule just now, and I'm kind of not that I'm over the Ja Rule bars, but like they killed Ja Rule already. So hearing old disses towards Ja Rule, it don't really move me like that. So I just want to know what he's gonna say about Suge. You know what I'm saying? But I am curious to know what was on his mind during this time, because this is a side of M that we never saw actually. You know what I'm saying? Just for him to be this bold to put that out there, and at this time, dog, he was the biggest rapper in the world. So the biggest rapper in the world putting that on the intro of a diss record, bro, that's monumental, dog. That's monumental. That could have really altered Eminem's career path, like for real. But we'll let it rock. We still got plenty track left. But yeah, so I mean, he was dissing Ja Rule with Haley and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get too much into those bars, but yeah, Ja Rule had that one line about Haley, right? Kim, he said, "Em, you say your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut. So what's Haley gonna be when she grows up?" So like, yeah, dog, like essentially calling his daughter, yeah, that's what he did. So M clapping back at his kids. I can see why M didn't put this out, because he don't really roll like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was probably mad as hell when he did this, and he was like, all right. Or Dre probably was like, nah, dog, nah, we don't gotta, like he said, you don't gotta stoop to his level. Don't talk about his kids, man. But let's see.
Alright, Pinky, it's time for you to go upstairs, boo. Give daddy kisses. Kim, you fucking slut, where are you? Comfort A.
Oh, Skinny's, that's like a strip club or something like that in Detroit, because he mentions that on Recovery. What song was that? He mentions Skinny's. Oh, yeah. Skinny's and muffle it, because that hood is tighter than Kenny's. So baby, if your belly button's not in any, then I'm outie. Now hop in my minivan, let's get rowdy. Come on. You was on your own, but White Trash Party, there you go. I was trying to think of the title of the song. Let's get it.
Really to bed, I'll be finished with this shit in a minute. Just in time for you to make the last call at fucking Skinny's.
And he's also just saying, like, because he called Kim a slut, right? So he's basically saying, like, that's my family, dog. I can talk to my family like that. You can't. You do. It's a problem.
Haley's gone, what's up now, punk? Since you brought her up, let's talk about her. Chump, you already called her a slut. Bitch, don't you ever question how we bring our daughter up. You don't even raise your kids, you're waddling Donald Duck. Fat ass bitch of a wife who lives in McDonald's does. You stay in LA, trying to poly with all the bloods, begging Suge to get him to follow you to all the clubs. But you're too dumb to see that your publishing's all he wants. Thinking you friends till he gets it, and you're the next rapper sitting on the passenger side of that Benz that gets hit again. And LAPD, you'll be saying, who did this shit again? No one who did it, but still nobody admits it. But if I get killed for this shit, I know who did it. Y'all ain't gotta go to limits to solve it. Just expect a visit from 40 to 50 vatos on your steps, ready, set to let the shots go pop. Tell them who shot you. I'm holding Suge responsible for the deaths of the two greatest rappers to ever grace the face of this planet. If only the late, great Mr. Christopher Wallace could talk, he could tell you himself. Holding Suge responsible for the death of Ja Rule or anyone else down with the road. In the immortal words of Pac, speaking for me and any other rapper next to get shot.
Bro, okay, I get it now. And there's more, bro. This is crazy. I'm holding Suge responsible for the death of the two greatest rappers to ever grace this planet. Suge shot me. That's crazy, right? How like, because back in the day, it was more rumored that Suge was behind it, right? Because I mean, he's sitting on the passenger. Oh, was it a Benz? I don't think it was a Benz. It was a Beamer. Yeah, it was a BMW. But he's just saying, like, you're gonna be sitting next to, whatever car it is, you're gonna be next to get shot. But I don't know, so many things are running through my head. The Toy Soldier song where Eminem was like, I went through my whole career without ever mentioning Suge. Just not running my mouth and talking about something that I knew nothing about. Plus Dre told me stay out. It just wasn't my beef, so I did. He's all over TV, down talking a man who literally saved my life. Like, F it, I understand. This is business, and this is just none of my business. Still knowing that ish could pop off at any minute. Now, you take this and you relate this back to Bang'em Smurf, who's the original person. I remember seeing this video a minute ago. Bang'em Smurf put out a little clip. He used to do, I forgot what the little tales he used to do back in the day. Bang'em Smurf is one of 50 Cent's old little, like, shooters. That was what they called him, right? He's one of his little right-hand mans that he grew up with in the hood or whatever like that in Queens. And Bang'em Smurf was telling a story, politicking on a block, like in Queens somewhere. This is years ago. I'm talking 20 plus years ago. This is like when YouTube first, this is like 2007. I might have seen this. Like, yo, this is old, dog, old. And he said, everybody has told this story, but I think Bang Smurf has the most accurate story though. Tony Ayo has told the story. 50 somewhat told the story. Game alluded to the story as well. A bunch of people had spoken about this thing where Suge Knight pulled up to the In a Club video shoot and stuff like that in LA. I think Bang Smurf has the most truest version of that story. For real talk, because everybody's story kind of went the same, but in Bang Smurf's story, certain people weren't there. Certain people did come back. Bang Smurf said that 50 and all of them Dre, they all left. They got in big SUVs and left. Now this isn't a popular interview, but you could find it. It's gonna be hard to find, but you could find the Bang Smurf, the original, because Bang Smurf spoke about it twice. So there's one day he spoke about it like in 2020, maybe 2019, which is the more recent one. But he spoke about it the very first time a minute ago, back in like 2008, 2007, or something like that, when like YouTube first started popping off, when like Soulja Boy was out. Anyways, I'm up there though. Yeah, I'm old. But yeah, so in that clip, he says how Suge Knight pulled up to the video shoot, you know, just like everybody else said, with all the Mexican vatos. Bang Smurf said he ran up to 50 and was like, "Yo, Suge outside, what you want me to do?" He was like, 50 was like, "Nah, just hold it down. Just go outside and just hold it down." So he said that 50 was watching. He said if you look in the club video where Eminem and Dre were standing when they were operating on 50, when 50 like looked up and they were like all the way up there, standing on that operating thing or whatever, or looking through that glass in the club video when they got their little lab coats on, that Dre and 50 was standing up there looking at like the whole thing pop off or whatever, and he never came downstairs. And yeah, so anyway, so that's how the story went. And so Bang Smurf and G Unit and all the street dudes went outside. He said D12 came outside. The street G Unit dudes came outside. He didn't mention Game, so I don't know if Game came outside, even though Game claims he did come outside in his story. But he said Proof and M came outside. He said M came outside with a vest on, no shirt. Came outside. That's people keep forgetting to tell that part of the story, like the Yayos and Games and everybody. M came outside with a vest on, gave Proof a vest, and Proof, he said Proof walked up to the, and Tony Ayo kind of spoke on this, Proof walked up to the middle and was like, "What's up?" And he said he screamed at him, "You killed Pac, man. You killed Pac." Like, he just screamed at him. Like, so Bang Smurf said that Proof said that to Suge in front of all the vatos and all that. And they said that M was outside like, "What's up?" Like, just like how Tony Ayo was saying, Bang Smurf said the same thing, that M was outside saying like, "What's up?" Like, "What's the move?" Like, he kept saying, like, he kept asking, "What's the move?" Like, "What's up?" And Bang Smurf was just like, "Yo, 50 left, Dre left. Yo, M came back out, went inside, came back outside with a vest. With him, D12, him and Proof had the vest on. They just came back outside." I was like, dog. He said earlier that day, Eminem was showing him a burner. Like, they was just showing, I guess he just had a gun or whatever. That's when Eminem was getting into mad trouble, you know what I'm saying? 2002 era, getting into trouble. He pistol whipped the bouncer that was kissing Kim, all that. So M was still moving around with, you know, with his burner. And he was like, he said, so I'm sure he had it on him when he came back outside. And I'm just like, yo, M is about that life, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people hate on M, but he's one of the realest, dog. He's one of the realest, dog. Like, so he was, you know, this beef stuff is like beyond him, right? Like, but he's in the middle of it. This is the Dre beef. They inherited. Everybody inherited this Suge Knight beef, and everybody loved Tupac. So, like, you know, and the more, like, just to stand for Tupac, like, people ready to die behind it, like. And M being the biggest rapper in the game, because 50 wasn't the biggest rapper yet. This was the video shoot for In the Club. 50 was still living off Wanksta at this time, which is off the 8 Mile soundtrack. So 50 didn't become the biggest thing until In the Club came out. The video came out. So anyways, I'm about that life, dog. But yeah, it's crazy. This is just like, it's kind of mind blowing, dog.
Mr. Christopher Wallace could talk, he could tell you himself. Holding shit responsible for the death of Ja Rule or anyone else down with the road. In the immortal words of Pac, speaking for me and any other rapper next to get shot.
Crazy.
This game is gonna be the death of me, but I'm gonna expose the truth even if it kills me. This game is gonna be the death of me, but I'm gonna expose the truth even if it kills me. This game is gonna be the death of me, but I'm gonna expose the truth even if it kills me.
M was putting Suge, listen how consistent M is. He was putting Suge on blast back then. He was putting Diddy on blast these days. Like, yo, M stood on 10 toes, bro. He stood on 10 toes. Like, nah, man. Y'all killed the two best rappers, bro. Y'all both responsible, for real. And look where they both at today. Look where Diddy and Suge Knight both at today. Y'all gotta pay for that. Both of y'all gotta pay for that. You're not coming out. Diddy not coming out, bro. Y'all gotta pay for that. Y'all gotta pay for what y'all did. Diddy told him, "I don't care." Diddy told his buddy, "I don't care who died, Biggie and Pac, but this is gonna stop. I don't care if they both gotta die." So Diddy, man, don't Diddy. He ain't love Big, bro. He ain't love Big. Big was also trying to go independent, also trying to leave Bad Boy. And he had Junior Mafia. He had things in motion. Pac had things in motion. Pac was squashing beef on the low with all the East Coast dude. He had things in motion. He was starting his own little Death Row East. He was doing his own thing. He was gonna go independent and start Amaru Records or something like that. I forget what it's called. Yeah, something like that. But yo, dog, he was, and Suge didn't want that. He didn't want that. He said, if I kill him, I keep the residuals forever. Big Diddy was thinking the same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy and Suge concocted it together. For real. I don't think that's a stretch at all.
This game is gonna be the death of me, but I'm gonna expose the truth even if it kills me. I don't know why the fuck you even gotta get me started. I swear to God, you gotta be retarded. You regarded the hardest working artist since Pac. Stop, no you're not. Oh my God, knock it off, jog it off his jock. You spoke on the doctor, that's vodka. That ain't y'all talking. Dre, give me the word, I'll sock him. Fuck is the problem? Let's get to the root. Herb's brother ain't the only one shooting himself in the foot. To say that they jumped out of a window and hit the pavement off the Empire State Building would be an understatement. It'd be an understatement to say that they made a fatal fucking mistake. For fuck's sake, what did you just take? Let me get some of whatever you're on to be where you at. Cause you gotta be a fucking moron to even do that. Roll it up, smoking and throwing a freaking do-rag. Ja, you got outlaw on your form to see the new tat. You gotta be seeing something we don't see. Let us know if you know something we don't, please. Cause I just don't see the vision. You ain't even our division. You might even fucking die and it ain't even our decision. You made it.
Yo, dog, M is eating on this, dog. This is, I'm not gonna jump out the window. Hold on, let me keep playing it before I jump out the window. We gotta come back and break down this verse he turned up.
Deal with the devil who's giving on a freaking do-rag. Ja, you got outlaw on your form to see the new tat. You gotta be seeing something we don't see. Let us know if you know something we don't, please. Cause I just don't see the vision. You ain't even our division. You might even fucking die and it ain't even our decision. You made a deal with the devil who's giving you his permission to imitate a legend we all love so much we miss him. And now the shit's just getting disgusting cause it's sickening cause we see it but no one says a fucking thing. We just pretend that it doesn't exist but it does and it's been itching and just eating at me so fucking much and it just getting to the point you might as well go to Suge to some position. Drop to your fucking knees and just suck this fucking dick and get it over with. Your reign is over with and you know this shit. You just don't want no one to notice it. That Jonesy shit ain't even entertaining. You're crying, your voice is straining like you're dying. But look in the sky, it ain't even raining. Come out of the rain. Thug motherfuckers know this be the realest shit I ever wrote.
Against all laws, up in the studio, getting blowed to the truest shit I ever spoke. Dog, against all odds. Bro, I used to say this back in the day, and this is no, like, listen, DMX was he was very close to being the next Tupac. He really was. And I don't say that because he's bald-headed. He was because he was really about that life, and he was a real person. 50 was also very close. After Get Rich or Die Trying, the massacre, he took a different turn. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. After the massacre, he took a different turn. He got a little too, I think he got a little more braggadocious. That wasn't really Pac style too much. But Get Rich or Die Trying, fifth, he was on his way to being, not saying the next Pac or nothing like that, because he wasn't talking that conscious stuff. But he was, in terms of just being a rapper, but also really being about that life, 50 was about that life. DMX, really about that life. And also being mega, though. You know what I'm saying? Being a mega, like, movie star, rap star. That's Pac. That's X. You know what I'm saying? X was a movie star. M is a movie star. 50's a movie star, too. Like, so, but, bro, I always used to say, people used to laugh when I said it, bro, ain't nobody closer to being, like, the next Pac than M is, because M is really about that life. I tell people, like, yo, M is really about that life, bro. Ever since Bang Smurf said that story years ago, I never let it go. I always thought about that, and I always wondered, like, man, why that story never came out, like, on a disc record. And then there was another time where Shady Records and all that went to Hawaii for another show, and Suge got wind of it, and he made a trip to Hawaii, and it was this wild thing. Apparently they surrounded M, and it was wild, dog. Like, it was like nobody, that the security guard never got into the crest of the story, like the real the real details of it. But yeah, Suge and a whole bunch of Bloods tried to press M. They surrounded him at an award show. Like M was going through it, bro. He was going through it. He was going through it. But his security guard said that M was crazy. His guard, he's not a security guard. His name is Big Nas. His security guard. He said M was crazy though. He said M was about that life. He said if M had a gun on him, like he wouldn't be surprised if he used it. Like he said, that's how crazy he was. He said, and it wasn't that he was crazy. He was just a man. You know what I'm saying? He was just a man on the edge too. I was like, dog, that's a good way to put it. Like he wasn't a gangster. He was just a man on the edge. He said, never once you heard me say I'm a gangster, but I ain't hear no complaints. Yo, dog. So first of all, this flow M did on this verse, loved it. Loved every minute of it. Oh, this is Eminem show. 2003. This is Eminem show. Like, and in the Eminem show, Eminem is the best Eminem, bro. I don't care what anybody says. That is the best Eminem as far as not like lyrical ability and all that. Like, he's nowhere. Like, he's way more lyrical these days than he was before. And even then, he was the most lyrical, which is crazy. And now he's more lyrical. But anyways, I mean, like M was the entire total package back then, bro. He had everything. He could not miss. The Eminem show, Eminem could not miss. We're talking Lose Yourself, the movie star. We're talking Till I Collapse. We're talking Soldier. We're talking When the Music Stops with D12. We're talking what else are we talking? We're talking that 2003 M. I just think is just prime M, bro. White America, like certain tracks that he had, bro, like certain tracks was just like he couldn't miss. And this is around that era, dog. So they started beefing with M at the wrong time, dog. But let's talk about this flow on this second verse.
Expose the truth even if it kills me. This game is gonna be the death of me, but I'm gonna expose the truth even if it kills me. I don't know why the fuck you even gotta get me started. I swear to God, you gotta be retarded. You regarded the hardest working artist since Pac. Stop, no you're not. Oh my God, knock it off, jog it off his jock. You spoken to doctor, that's vodka. That ain't y'all talking. Dre, give me the word, I'll sock him. Fuck is the problem? Let's get to the root. Herb's brother ain't the only one shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah, see, if you don't know certain things, you just what I realized is that unless you're in your 30s, dog, like mid 30s to approaching your 40s, this track ain't gonna hit you as hard. Like if you grew up in this time, like I did, certain lines here just hit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's he was always saying that. Ja was always under the influence. That's the only reason why he was acting tough. And if you hear Ja these days in interviews, he talks about how during that era he was always drunk and high off ecstasy. So you already know a lot of this stuff ain't really him. He was really out here claiming to be the next Pac. He said, y'all really want to see Pac come back? People want to keep making comparisons to me, to Pac and X. Y'all want to see Pac come back? It's here. It's here. He really said he was the reincarnated Tupac. Like... Ja Rule said he was a reincarnate. The dude who ain't have one hip hop hit. He's had a bunch of R&B hits, a bunch of Drake like hits, but no hip hop hits. Holla Holla was the only one he had, and that wasn't really not no street tough guy stuff. So he's not known for that. So he needs to chill out. But he said, what the heck is the problem? Let's get to the root. Earth's brother ain't the only one who shot himself in the foot. Now, if you recall, Busta Rhymes said on what was the name of that diss track? Hail Mary. He said, Cheddar Bob ass started adjusting your plans. You let the streets down. Nigga, apologize to your fans. He was referring to Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti shot himself in the foot outside of the radio. They had some issues. They had some beef about to pop off, and Irv got like things happened throughout this beef, man. A lot of things happened throughout this beef, but Irv got, and there's not really a detailed story on that per se. Like nobody, like not one that you could rely on. Like Irv and them have their own shot, but Chris Gotti is Irv's brother. He shot himself in the foot though, with his own gun, and he tried to like if you hear their story, like if you look up the what was that website? It used to be this old school hip hop website that used to report on Mad News. I used to read that website all the time, but it was like The Source, but it was like the second coming of The Source, and it was like an online magazine, and Irv basically said that somebody, like, they don't know who shot. It was a drive-by or something, or somebody else shot them or something like that. But it was Irv. It was Chris Gotti. He shot himself. So, and that came out because of the trajectory of how the bullet went through his foot. It basically, somebody should have came behind him and shot down pretty much. Anyways, and that wasn't his story. His story was he didn't know where the bullets came from. So, he lied. But anyways, so like Cheddar Bob in the movie 8 Mile, M is saying, Earth's brother ain't the only one who shot himself in the foot. Because now just to say you shot yourself in the foot is to say like you really done messed up. So he's basically saying Ja shot himself in the foot with this beef, or getting with Suge Knight because now you done messed up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like foot in your mouth. You don't put your foot in your mouth. You don't shot yourself in the foot or whatever. That's just like little phrases people say when somebody done really messed up bad. But it's crazy that if this came out, bro, this just would have been. There would have been a different M today, bro. And the M's life would have really been in danger, I believe.
Say that they jumped out of a window and hit the pavement off the Empire State Building would be an understatement. It'd be an understatement to say that they made a fatal fucking mistake. For fuck's sake, what did you just take? Let me get some of whatever you're on to be where you at.
This is where he starts that flow. That gritty flow, that till I collapse flow, the soldier flow. Like, I like this flow, dog. I like this flow. Also the what's that? Do-si Do on the Eminem show. He talks about bust around with your square dance. Square dance, okay, there you go. So like square dance, like grit, like all of that, dog. It's my favorite. My favorite.
You gotta be a fucking moron to even do that. Roll it up, smoking and throwing a freaking do-rag. John, you got outlaw on your form to see the new tat. You gotta be seeing something we don't see. Let us know if you know something we don't, please. Cause I just don't see the vision. You ain't even our division. You might even fucking die and it ain't even our decision.
That's crazy because like he's just letting you know, like, bro, this beef is getting so serious. And another story I want to tell y'all about this beef that people don't really know, and I don't think any other reactors are going to touch on this because it's so detailed. And unless they're older, who's older up there? Who's up there like that? Stevie Knight, I think Stevie Knight's up there. He's like 39 or something like that. So he's a little older than me. So, but he wasn't really in tune with Eminem, so he probably won't know that story. I'm not sure how old Knox Hill is because he's an analytical, detailed dude. He be knowing stuff, but I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he's old enough to know. Well, not even because he be knowing mad stuff that's back in the day. But this wasn't really like primetime news. I don't know if he would know. No Life Shack wouldn't know. Like certain dudes wouldn't know if they weren't up on M back then. Is what I mean. You know what I'm saying? They probably know a lot about M today. They probably know more about M than I do, you know, of today, of late. But this is early M, bro. Eminem went to meet up with during the highlight of their beef, the Murder Inc. and Aftermath beef. Eminem went to meet up with Jay-Z because he was producing tracks for him. I think it was Moment of Clarity, something like that, or it might have been was it the Renegade era? No, Renegade was 2001. So this wasn't that. It was I think he was producing a track for him. He went to the studio though. He flew to New York in the height of the beef. And Jay-Z, in that same magazine that I'm telling you about, that online magazine, Jay-Z talks about his meeting with M. He was like, yeah, M just gave me the beat for free, blah, blah, blah. M has a freestyle where he says, I made beats for Jay-Z for free. Page me, you need a beat. You know what I'm saying? So M, whatever. He was on his producer swag at the time, making dope beats. He produced for Nas, Matt Rakim, mad people. So anyways, Jay-Z says that Eminem came to the studio and he went to go give him a dap, right? Gave M a dap, and he felt that M had a bulletproof vest under his hoodie. And Jay-Z, just as Jay-Z said, you could probably find the article. Jay-Z was like, it hit him in that moment. Like, this dude, at the time, is the biggest rapper. Even Jay-Z acknowledged he's the biggest rapper in the world. And he's walking around with a bulletproof vest on. He said, Jay-Z said he felt bad for him. He said, I felt bad that this dude, who's not like a street dude really, right? He said gets all the success, is the biggest top selling artist in the world, and he's making beats for me for free, and to fly to me in the height of this beef with Murder Inc. and all that, he's wearing a bulletproof vest. I just thought like M was really, he's like, yo, M was really moving like that, and Eminem had a duffel bag. And, I mean, Jay-Z he wasn't trying to dry snitch on M, but he was just like, he can guarantee he probably had some guns in there because he came through with like mad street dudes. None of them were from D12. So I'm just like, yo, M was moving like that, dog. Like he was moving around New York smart. Like he wasn't about to, he's probably thinking like, I ain't gonna end up like Pac. These dudes try to kill me. It's crazy, dog. But yeah. So I like this rhyme right here because he said, because I don't see the vision. You ain't even our division. You might even die, and it ain't even our decision. So like you might die over this, and it ain't even gonna be our decision because this beef is running deep right now, and that's how the streets is. You feel me? Like that's crazy what he's saying right there. Like he's letting you know like the streets might kill you, dog. He said, even if somebody kills you from GU and your will, I ain't buzz. He said that on Bully. So
Made a deal with the devil who's giving you his permission to imitate a legend. We all love so much we miss him. And now the shit's just getting disgusting, cause it's sickening, cause we see it, but no one says a fucking thing. We just pretend that it doesn't exist, but it does. And it's been itching and just eating at me so fucking much. And it's just getting to the point you might as well go to Suge, assume position, drop to your fucking knees and just suck his fucking dick and get it over with. Your reign is over with and you know this shit. You just don't want no one to notice it. That Jonesy shit ain't even entertaining. You're crying, your voice is straining like you're dying. But look in the sky, it ain't even raining. Come out of the rain.
So at the time, I don't remember the name of the songs, bro. He has to be referring to that. I mean, I know he's referring to the fact that Jodeci sings and Ja Rule thinking he's an R&B singer sometimes. But Jodeci, I don't think it was around the same time, though, because Jodeci did have a song about, I think Ja's song was Rain on Me. Was that Ja Rule's song? I can't remember. Oh, I think that was DMX. I can't remember. But Ja Rule had her song about, I think it was with Mary J. Blige, right? The rain was just falling on him and stuff like that. Anyways, he had a rain song. When I cry, you cry, we cry together. Yeah, I think that was the one. But Jodeci also had a rain song. I don't think it was at the same time, but it's just the fact that Eminem saying, like, bro, that Jodeci shit, like, that's over with, dog. Like, you gotta chill with that. You just killing him, dog. Just killing him. It's like, bro. And then what he said, yeah, Suge. He's referring to Suge as the devil. Like, he made a deal with the devil, dog. It's crazy, dog. I don't even have to speak on all this. Like, some of this is face value. Like, I'm not highlighting a lot of stuff because a lot of it is face value, but I'm just trying to give y'all backstories on stuff that happened around this time. And so there's a lot of dope stories that happened around this time, man. The Hawaii thing, they try to roll up on M at the award show. The blood surrounded M. The Suge Knight video, M came out ready to pop off. Like, it's just a bunch of stuff, man. A bunch of stuff. The Jay-Z story, I'm sure y'all probably never heard of that story. Most people, when he went to meet up with Jay-Z at the studio with a bulletproof vest and possibly had guns on him. Like, M is just different, bro. He's just a different breed. He's real, though. At the end of the day, he's real, dog. Like how Tupac hopped out of that limo to go help out that dude that was getting jumped by those two undercover cops, and he ended up shooting both of them. Military style, got down on one knee, and they tried to run off, and he shot both of them. Yeah. I'm not saying M would have did that, but if M is put in a certain position, he's gonna do what he has to do. He was the top rapper in the world. He ran to the club and pistol whipped the dude with a 9mm, beat him to the ground. The dude, the big 6'2", whatever dude, told that story as well. He's like, yeah, I saw the gun and my life flashed before my eyes, and then somebody just hit me. It was M. He pistol whipped him. I'm just like, that's not funny, but I'm just saying, like, that's how crazy M was back in the day. That's how it really was, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is up there with, I won't say it's his greatest diss track, but this is up there as far as, like, this would have been his most impactful diss track for sure. MGK's lucky he didn't get this M. I'm telling you that right now. MGK is lucky, bro. MGK is lucky. Shoot, Benzino's lucky. Benzino got some smoke. Benzino got some good diss record. Yeah. He smoked Benzino. But MGK lucky, dog. The game is lucky. Anybody who took a shot at M is lucky. They didn't get this M right here. We out.